Hi everyone, my name is Ogwa Unwigbe. I am a registered dietitian nutritionist and I am the clinical nutritionist and dietitian of the Lagos Executive Cardiovascular Center. I'll be addressing some myths, popular myths surrounding diet and nutrition, especially as it pertains to the heart health. I'll start off by explaining what hypertension is, because there's a prevalence of hypertension, especially in our time. And a lot of us believed then that hypertension was something for the older generation. But as you can see, it's something that is coming up even in youths. So hypertension, according to the World Health Organization, is basically a condition characterized by a systolic pressure higher than 120 millimeters by mercury and a diastolic pressure higher than 80 millimeters per mercury. In layman terms, hypertension basically is when the heart is exerting a lot of force or is being put through force higher or more than it is supposed to, thereby creating a lot of force on the arteries of the heart. From a dietitian standpoint, maintaining or managing hypertension is done using the DASH diet. The DASH diet is basically defined as a dietary approach to stopping hypertension. The goal of this is to ensure that a person with a heart condition doesn't consume more than 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day. So now the DASH diet is a diet that is very abundant in fruits and vegetables, also abundant in whole grains, moderate to low amount of low fat or yogurt, also a moderate amount of proteins. It's also very abundant in calcium, magnesium and potassium. Now I highlighted this because remember I said earlier that a person with a heart condition takes about 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day. Now a diet high in potassium combats the effect or stops the effect of sodium. Sodium isn't very great for the heart and increases the amount or the rate at which the person can develop a heart condition. And if a person has a heart condition, it also increases the systolic or the diastolic pressure. Now potassium comes into play and stops that effect of sodium on the heart. Calcium is known to develop or help with strong bones and teeth, but it's also great for managing or to strengthen the arteries and the muscles of the heart. The diet is also very abundant in whole grains, very abundant in fiber, very abundant in fruits, so that at no point in time is a person deficient on any kind of nutrient, whether it is a micronutrient or a macronutrient. Now I mentioned that it is a low to moderate amount of fat because there is a direct link between fat or cholesterol and development of a heart condition. Before the DASH diet was accepted and endorsed for the management of a heart condition, there were other diets that were being used. I'll mention a few. One of which is the low-fat diet. I mentioned the reason why earlier, seeing that there's a direct link between fat and a heart condition. So a low-fat diet actually works to an extent. Another diet that has been thrown out the window because it is very deficient in a lot of nutrients is the rice diet. It was basically a diet of just rice and fruits. Another diet is the Mediterranean diet, which is abundant in fish, nuts, and vegetables. Another diet that is used but more or less was just largely focused on the sodium is actually the low salt diet. Now that has been taken into the DASH diet. So in the DASH diet, there's a standard and then there's a low sodium. Thank you for listening. I hope I've been able to answer as much questions as possible. If you need any clarifications or have any more questions concerning the heart health and your diet, please feel free to leave a comment and I'll attend to them as soon as I possibly can.